I welcome you. I am DOBÁK. As an anthropologist, I worked with mental maps and I brought you the results of this.
The title of my work, Public Spaces and Space Use in Post-Socialist Cities. In the post-communist socialist countries, new cities were built on the basis of social equality and industrial development. The social problems of cities were addressed by normative planning, by transforming the built environment without taking into account actual social processes and often ignoring the differentiation of needs. With economic restructuring, market conditions have changed, but the built environment is slower to change. In most cities from the 1980s onwards, and this is particularly true of industrial cities, few resources were available for the transformation of urban spaces, and many of them were left with a distorted socialist industrial legacy. We are conducting research in the Hungarian rural towns. We work primarily with the basic methodology of cultural anthropology, interviews, observation techniques. The methodology of mental mapping I was called upon to help. In a secondary school in a small town, we recorded 82 mental maps. The use of mental maps resulted in something that could not be revealed with the interviews technique. The research aimed to explore the spatial usage patterns of Kazincbarcika, a city built in a non-organic manner, through the mental maps and high school students. The method focused on how students perceive and use urban spaces, what reference points they identify, and what emotional connection they establish with the city. During the research, 82 students created mental maps. The students I asked to draw the routes they used after school and mark specific locations. We used the concepts of urban planner, Kevin Lynch, paths, nodes, districts, edges, landmarks to interpret the drawings and understand the readability of the city from the student's perspective. Most maps featured the school, bus stops, and homes, which are clearly key points in the students' daily lives. Chain stores also had significant importance, whereas elements defining the city's image, like fountains and playgrounds, rarely appeared. Students' routes were often limited to transportation between school and home. The city's main street was almost entirely absent from the drawings, despite being a representative part of Kazincbarcika. Urban recreational spaces such as playgrounds or the boating lake barely appeared on the maps, even though they play a prominent role in the city's marketing. This finding aligned with other youth studies, which suggest that home-based leisure activities dominate young people's lives. Students often expressed emotional connection to locations, such as joy upon arriving home or negative feeling associated with school. This indication provides a more nuanced understanding of young people's attachment to the city. The research highlighted that the spatial usage of students of Kazincbarcika is highly goal-oriented and less connected to the use of the city's public spaces. Understanding the urban space usage of young people is essential for designing targeted urban development programs. In the case of constructed cities, it is particularly important to consciously. This research is an important step toward better understanding spatial usage in non-organic cities and is hoped to contribute to the development strategies of Kazincbarcika. Thank you for attention.